It's more just sitting with the family and talking with them how they see the rest of their pregnancy, or if they choose not to continue that pregnancy, what that's going to look like for them. When they're in delivery room, what that's going to look like for them, who they want there, who they maybe do not want there. There's special things they want there for their child, because typically if your child passes away in the hospital, you're not going to be taking them home to wrap them in your grandma's Afghan that they made for you, which we did. Just kind of talking about those things that are pretty taboo otherwise. I'm working like right now with about 4 families that are expecting or have just delivered. But I have a lot more that I worked with before, and it seems like it's kind of weaning off when they get into the help they need from early intervention, or if it's through their loss, they find their own group to kind of find comfort in, and then that relationship starts to change. The best thing I did was join the support group here in town after our loss. There were times we would share a story and someone else would share something. I'm like, that's not just me. Like, I'm not going crazy. That's part of this whole grief thing. Oh, okay, this is really the normal of the abnormal. This is the normal part of grief. The anger, the questioning of why did this happen to me? Why did this happen to our family? Just the questioning of everything in your life at that point, and sometimes it's not only just a death, the diagnosis can throw people too. Like, you think you have control in life. And there's that moment when you get a diagnosis or a loss and you're like, I have no control. One thing is, I will continue to do work. I would really like to grow our share organization here in Bismarck a little bit more with another mom that leads the group, to have that a little more well-known, do some fundraising to help families pay for funeral expenses or things like that if they cannot afford that. Also, a big passion of mine is, before children, I worked in mental health and in early intervention services, and we're seeing more and more children coming in that have had withdrawal symptoms from drugs. And I really would like to see some better supports for the family to help them in their recovery, because helping give them a non-judgmental place and people to work with them along with the supports they need for recovery will give that child the best outcome. We can come in and do a home visit for a kid once a month, and really is that helping with that long-term goal of recovery. So maybe my whole world is just helping parents have the best mental health they can for the situation they're in. And that might be because their child has a diagnosis, or they do. But I think sometimes we just go straight to the kid and forget that that parent might equally need the supports.